बेसिक्स ऑफ क्रिएटिंग अ रेज्यूमे सॉरी. हाँ, फर्स्ट थिंग आपको जो करनी है बिफोर यू स्टार्ट, डू सम रिसर्च. ऑब्जेक्टिव कैसे लिखना है, हाउ टू डू द लेआउटिंग, कहाँ पे करनी है लेआउटिंग, वो लिंक कैसे. I'll take the questions later on. Let us first finish the main topic. ठीक है, रिसर्च करनी है. ठीक है, तो आई थिंक इसमें मुझे बहुत ज्यादा बताने की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन रेज्यूमे मेकिंग के लिए लोग रिसर्च को इतनी इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं देते, इसलिए वी हैव मेंशन्ड दिस पॉइंट. You need to take care. You need to do the research at first before you start. Use a professional font. Okay. Don't use cursive writings, cursive fonts in your resume. No. Okay. Try using very decent, very clean, very elegant formats, font. Like you can use Arial, you can use Calibri, you can use Times New Roman, depending on your taste, your personality, that reflect the font that reflects your personality. ठीक है, include only the most relevant information and put the most important information first. As chronological resume के लिए हमने देखा कि हमने जो अभी recently काम किया हम उसको पहले लिखते हैं, and then accordingly हम धीरे धीरे उसके पहले का experience भी write. ठीक है, यहाँ पे again जैसे कुछ there must be some skill set, like you must be really good in communicating. So you'll write, when you will be mentioning skills, you'll mention communication at first. You'll rank it from five के अंदर you'll rank it 4.5, maybe 5, depending on how expert you are. But try not to give it full, because वहां पे अगर आपने गलती की, point आपके ऊपर आएगा. You mentioned you are expert in this, but you are not. I can find out you are not. ठीक है, ऑलवेज टेक केयर कि सामने वाला आपसे ज्यादा जानता है इसलिए सामने बैठा है, तो इतना ही बोलो जितना आपको आता है. ठीक है, दूसरा अगेन यूज पावर वर्ड्स लाइक earned, achieved and precise, and be precise. Like if you have seen some resumes, if you will see some resumes, you will see like earned, achieved target of rupees 50,000 in just 15 days, which was to be achieved in next 30 days, in the duration of 30 days. So what happens here is एकदम से attention खींचता है, आपको नहीं पता चलेगा, but the one who sees उनको पता चलता है. ठीक है, these are some keywords you can use in your resumes. Maintain borders. There are so many things we need to mention. हमको educational qualifications लिखने, experience, skills, your contact details, your objectives, so many things to be written. So that has to be very, very clean. And how can you do that? Using borders. ठीक है, make sure you use idle spacing, idle borders, and that will make your resume look very clean. Keep it to a page. Don't keep it 2-3 page. 3 रखने के चलते, बड़ा बड़ा लिखने के चलते. No, keep it short. जितनी जरूरत हो उतना डालो और कोशिश करो एक पेज में फिट हो जाए. Curate your own bullet points. By this we mean my skill set is different than Shweta's, then Simran's, then Prachi's, then Priyanka's, then Alok's, then anybody's. ठीक है, so we need to make sure कि हमको जो आता है वो ही लिखें. आपने हो सकता है you must have taken inspiration or reference from some resume. Don't copy it. Don't think कि इन्होंने भी तो लिखा है, let us also write. क्या पता हमको टेंशन नो मिल जाएगी, बट अगर सामने वाले ने पकड़ लिया कि आपको ये नहीं आता है ना, that will be a very very wrong thing for you. आपको हो सकता है for once उन्होंने हायर कर भी लिया, ध्यान नहीं दिया, टाइम नहीं दिया, कर लिया हायर. Once you are in, they will know you are not expert in that, and they will ask you, you mentioned all this thing, you don't have these skills, we don't want you anymore in the company. Straight away कुछ नहीं जाएगा उनका बोलने में, but there you will be suffering कि आपने तब आप यहाँ के भी नहीं रहे और वहां के भी नहीं रहे. You got this job but you were thrown out. Don't do this mistakes. ठीक है, create your own bullet point. I think clear है, सबको clear है. Please write something. Please write yes if you have understood everything which I have mentioned till now.
Yes, ma'am.
मैम use power words, like थोड़ा इसको थोड़ा elaborate करेंगे थोड़ा.
Yeah, sure. So it's like when you write achievements वाला section in your resume, you can write maybe earned तो नहीं, I won't use earned right now because I am not getting any example in my head. Achieved.
Can I add an example here? A very
Sure.
simple example will be here. For example, if we want to mention a technical knowledge, okay, let's take Photoshop. I can write I know Photoshop. I can write I am good at Photoshop, But when you write, when you use power words like proficient in Photoshop, so it makes an impact. जो employer होगा उसको सीधा आ जाए. Proficient means okay, that is a very good word to mention and describe how good are you in Photoshop. So here we are talking about that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Again, try to use ready-made templates. As I already mentioned, save your energy, save your time, use ready-to-use templates. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next. Okay, again, did you know recruiters from the world's largest companies stop reading after they have read first 10 to 25% of submitted resume. Hence, the timing of your resume submission matters. I gave an example थोड़ी देर पहले that for example जूलशाला ने कोई vacancy निकाली. I'll give जूलशाला का example. ठीक है? For example, for maybe graphic designer. Okay. You are a graphic designer. You know you are looking for a job, but for example, there are so many different hiring platforms, Naukri.com, Indeed, and then Upwork, whatever, freelance or anything. Okay, but you are not active. मैंने रिक्वायरमेंट डाली, आपको अर्जेंट नीड है, बट यू आर नॉट एक्टिव. आपने देखा कि अच्छा किसने अप्लाई किया हुआ है 4-5 दिन पहले, 10 दिन पहले, हमको भी तो करना है, लेट अस सबमिट. तो अब क्या होता है, मुझे हायर करना है, देयर इज एन इमरजेंसी. ठीक है, मैं वेट थोड़ी करूंगी कि आप 20 दिन बाद अप्लाई करो. आई वोंट वेट. मैंने 10 स्टार्टिंग के 10-15 देखे, मुझे उसमें से कोई समझ आ गया, मेरा काम हो गया. आई वोंट इवन गो बैक टू दैट साइट ना. तो आप कितनी बार भी आप पोक करो, मैसेज करो, आई हैव सेंट माय रेज्यूमे, आप कितना भी अच्छा, एकदम हो सकता है जो मुझे चाहिए वही आपको आता हो, आप एकदम एकदम एग्जैक्ट सारी रिक्वायरमेंट्स आप फुलफिल कर रहे हो, बट मैंने देखा ही नहीं, देखना छोड़ दिया मैंने. उसके बाद मैं वेट थोड़ी करूंगी कि सिमरन विल बी अप्लाइंग एंड देन आई विल हायर हर. आई वोंट. So you need to make sure you are active in various platforms if you are looking for a job or a job. ओके, आई होप बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन आज हमने शेयर की है आपके साथ. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय द टर्म कवर लेटर? अभी कवर लेटर के बारे में किसी ने दूसरा वर्ड यूज करके बताया था, सो दैट एग्जैक्ट वर्ड इज कॉल्ड कवर लेटर. ठीक है, आई थिंक शुभम, शायद, आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट ठीक है, आई एक्सप्लेन दिस क्या होता है. एज अ नेम सजेस्ट, कवर लेटर, लेटर मतलब जो आप रेज्यूमे भेज रहे हो उसके पहले जो शीट आती है, ठीक है, which describes a bit about you, who you are, why you are applying for this job, why do you think are you suitable for this particular job vacancy, and so many things. So you will be mentioning that in maybe a cover letter. I think Simran, can you please show an example of cover letter? I think that would be easier for me to explain.
Ma'am, how long it is now? It was this webinar.
It has gone up because of so many questions, but I don't know if you are willing to stay, you can stay, or it's up to you. Okay, वैसे it is the last topic we are covering. We are done. Okay, so cover letter में see, 3 sections होते हैं. There are three broad categories in which a cover letter is divided. One is introduction, another is see, main body, introduction first, then main body, then comes the conclusion. Okay, now with example I'll show you what is introduction, what is main body, and what is conclusion, and then what do you write inside each of them. Okay, swipe up. Yes. So here you can see Chandra Barnes has applied for a job of a graphic designer. Okay, what she has done is she has mentioned her name, the job for role she is applying for, her picture, and then she has mentioned her contact details. Okay, this comes under introduction. Okay, again the date is also mentioned here, June 23, 2020, and then dear Miss so and so, and then I am writing this letter. Means you introduce that why are you applying, why are you writing this letter, and how did you get to know about this job vacancy, and why do you think you fit then among so many candidates, and then how can you be useful for the company, you can be an asset to the company, and then accordingly you can conclude that yeah, I got to know a bit like so and so about your company, and I feel really happy to see people doing such kind of work. Like if you really feel something like that, you can mention all of them in brief, not a lot of you don't have to write a essay. Okay, be in just bullet points, you can write whatever you have to write to convey, and then you can conclude the cover letter by mentioning that I am attaching my resume. Please find that same. Simran, can you please zoom in a little so that I can show the text written? Yeah, a bit.
Visible?
It's visible, but a bit up. I want to show them the conclusion part. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
enclosed is my resume for your review. I welcome the opportunity to discuss with you personally how my skills and strengths can be and best serve your company. I appreciate your time and consideration, which means this states that you have attached your resume along with the cover letter, and this makes it very professional for anybody who is looking for someone to hire. Okay, so I think introduction part, Simran, let's go up towards the previous slide. Now see, introduction mein what things comes inside? Contact information of the candidate, name of the hiring person, where you will be writing dear Priyanka, dear Shweta, dear Prachi. Okay, for like whoever has maybe the name of the HR or the hiring person. Okay, then salutation, that again respected or dear. Then ABC ke saath you can write the name of the contacting person. Then main body comes the post you are applying for. How did you get to know? How are you best suitable for the best suitable candidate? Best time to contact the employer. These comes under the body part. And in conclusion, you write your sincerely like the name and attachment a statement that states जो मैंने अभी आपको दिखाया कि a statement to tell that you have also attached या enclosed your resume. So this is it about cover letter. I hope a lot of questions has been solved till now. If yes, please write yes, yes. If not, please write no, and I'll explain you again. Okay. Okay. Anisha has written yes. Priyanka has written Tejas yes. Okay. Prachi yes. Vinita yes. 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 Okay. Wonderful. Chalo. Glad to see that. Okay, some Santosh, ma'am, should cover letter and resume must in the same file, fam? Yes, it should be in the same file. When you are saving the document, you first need to make the cover letter and then you can attach the resume in the second sheet. Okay. 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 Great. Chalo, let's move towards next. If there is something left, let us see. Cover letter. Why cover letter? Yes, cover letter because that makes the person, the employer feels that you have made some extra effort for the company. You are applying, you have gone through the details what the company is doing, and you are also mentioning that how did you get to know about that job vacancy. So that helps the employer to maybe next time when he is putting some vacancy, so that platform he can consider. Okay, as a fresher. Aditi, this is a professional way. We would recommend you to always attach a cover letter because that adds to your labor that you have done in building your resume, and it adds. Let's say if your resume is good, अगर वो 50% chance बना रहा है to get you hired, that cover letter will add 10%. Okay, so this is the difference. 40% depends on your portfolio as well as a jewelry designer or as a designer. But yeah, 50% depends on how your resume looks like, how clean, how decent it is. 10% your cover letter, and then rest your work. In interview, see, it depends on the company you are applying because har jagah it's not important ki you should have a really good English, not important, but there are companies who need strict like really good English. So depends कि आप किस company में apply कर रहे हो and उनकी requirement क्या है. ऐसे जरूरी नहीं, you don't have to fake. आपको नहीं आता आप अपने language में बात करो, they will talk to you in your language. But if you start pushing yourself to try and speak the language which you are not confident in, they will understand, and that will at that particular moment you will become nervous. And when you are in your comfort zone in the language in which you are comfortable, you will be very very open to sharing whatever knowledge you have. points to remember. It's like a summary of the presentation that we have gone through right now. So keep it brief. Don't make it 3-4 page. List your career history in chronological orders, like the recent one and then the previous ones. Include computer skills, language skills, and any relevant training. ठीक है? For the job interview that you are applying for, उससे related जो भी skill set आपके पास है, you should always mention them. Triple check your grammatical mistake. Keep the format simple. Include URLs to your social media platforms, personal websites, or your blog if you have any. ठीक है? It's not compulsory. It depends on आपके पास क्या है, आप उतना डाल सकते हो. Consider using a professionally designed template. Again, these are all same things which we have written in one slide, so that you can take a screenshot and make sure you apply all these things when you're making your own resume. Okay.